So, I was searching for a lot of information on how to remove gearbox, well, how to remove the four-wheel drive system to get the gearbox out. And I didn't find anything, so I just started to strip everything down what I could. So, the only difference between the four-wheel drive and the front-wheel drive, I don't know, C-Max, S-Max, Kuga, whatever, is in the gearbox this flange. So this flange is massive, it's big, yeah? As you can clearly see, it has two splines. The inner one, there is an inner splines over there, which you can't see probably now because it's, well, you can a bit. So there are splines in there and there are splines on here. So the splines inside, they are for the drive shaft. So this drive shaft is slightly different to the normal drive shaft of front wheel drive Kuga inside in this case. This one is four wheel drive, so you have a diff, front diff bolt, well, transfer box, transfer case, or let's say a diff that powers the back wheels. So it's bolted on 5 bolts, which is 2 at the top and 3 at the bottom. And that diff is basically powered with these splines. If we look underneath, there, so that's the diff. And the drive shaft goes through here, through the support for the bearing, and the drive shaft goes through it, through the actual diff, I would say, through the transfer box. And it goes into the gearbox, where this front diff or transfer box, we go from the other side, is powered, as you can see, is powered with these splines, and they are powering propeller shaft that goes to the back wheels, to the electrical Haldex diff. So it's quite clever design, very simple. I was searching for some info to how to remove the gearbox without taking this transfer case out, and I didn't find anything, so I thought, well, you know what, I'll just start taking the bolts around and see what happens. And as you can see, it just simply slides out from the splines, and it's held by 5 bolts. So if you will need any more info, drop a message in the comments below and I'll be able to help you if you're gonna ask a question which I will know answer to. Also, what is nice about this car is that every single part is covered with anti-corrosion, this wax, which is a brilliant, like a proper brilliant job, because to be fair, only in some places there is slight rust, like here where the covers were. But apart from that, everything is covered with this anti-corrosion wax, so there is no corrosion whatsoever. Going back to the gearbox, I have drained oil out of it and it was black, like proper black. So please people, remember about replacing oil in these gearboxes, I would say every 30,000 kilometers, because although these gearboxes are not known for they're known for being crap. Yes, they are, but you can extend their life by basically changing oil in them. Over here you've got an external oil filter, which is very easy to change. Just take the wheel arch off and you'll be able to access it. This filter and this housing is one-time use, so if you put the new filter but use the old housing, there is a very high chance that you will leak. These pipes are very expensive, so if you don't need to, don't touch them. If they don't leak, don't do anything with them. What else? The other filter is at the bottom here. When you take the cover off, it's at the bottom, but it's tricky. It's very tricky to remove it. So if you're not sort of mechanically minded, you don't have a little bit of experience with like being a mechanic sort of thing, like hands-on, not only changing brake pads and discs, but actually doing something more complicated than just the basics, then don't touch that filter, because it's easy to break it and it's hard to replace it. In fact, there are people that will tell you that you can't replace that filter without actually taking a gearbox apart, which is not true, because I did it a couple times, and there is a video in somewhere in my YouTube channel. Just have a look. I've got much more videos on how to rebuild these gearboxes, so you can find more info. But never mind, you can change these filters without actually splitting the gearbox into half. It is possible, you can do it, but it just takes a lot of patience and a lot of sort of it's not 5 minutes job, I'll put it that way. What else I wanted to say? Oil fill as well. When you do service on these, when you just change this outside filter, the external filter, then into the gearbox goes 6 liters. Yes, 6 liters of oil goes inside when you basically drain and refill. But when you do some work on it, like when you're gonna open it up like I will, to have a look what's wrong with this gearbox, then it's around 8, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 8.5. And it's also tricky to check it. There is a procedure which you need to sort of do to make sure that the level is correct. I also made a video on how to replace the oil and how to check it properly, so I'm not going to repeat myself here. But yeah, that's a rear control plug, basically level plug. That's a fill plug here, and the 2 drain plugs are at the bottom. Let me just have a look. There is one here just underneath the diff here, and there is another one a little bit further over there. So there are things that are tricky about this gearbox, and that's why I'm making videos on it, so that when you have a car with this gearbox and it starts to sort of fail, or it failed, I had many people asking me questions, asking me how to rebuild, or what is this part for, or when do you change that, or how do you change it. I'm trying my best to answer, but sometimes it's just hard to answer everyone's questions. So just if you can, watch the videos, because there is a lot of valuable information in them. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Enough of my talking. Now let's get this baby stripped apart and see what's wrong with it. So yeah, one more thing, well, a couple more things, but on my YouTube channel there are more videos on exactly how to fit the mechatronic unit, how to put it together, and how to fit it, because there is a procedure. How to replace the clutch packs, and there are a couple more things, how to adjust stuff, how to do the adaptations and stuff like this. So if rather than messaging me for me to send you a link to these videos, you might as well just go through the videos on your own, and you're gonna find everything that you need, basically. So let's get to it. Thank you for your attention.